Protesters in the southern Iraqi city of Basra set fire to Parliament's local office on Friday as security forces fired live rounds in the air to disperse them, a Reuters witness and security sources said. The protesters had gathered to demand that Iraq's parliament sack the provincial governor after 2 activists were killed and others wounded in 3 separate attacks by unknown gunmen this week. Security forces opened fire while the protesters lobbed patrol bombs. Activist Rahul Yaqub, who had led several women's marches in the past, was killed on Wednesday and 3 others wounded when gunmen, brandishing assault rifles on the back of a motorcycle, opened fire on their car. It was the 3rd incident this week in which gunmen targeted an anti-government political activist, after 1 activist was killed and 4 others had their car fired upon in a separate incident. The wave of violence began when activist Tahsin Osama was assassinated last week, prompting street demonstrations lasting 3 days in which security forces opened live fire on protesters who threw rocks and patrol bombs at the governor's house and blocked several main roads. Prime Minister Mustafa al-Kadhimi sacked the Basra police and national security chiefs on Monday and ordered an investigation into the violence that calmed protesters until Yaqub's killing brought them back out on the streets. Kadhimi took office in April, becoming the 3rd Iraqi head of government in a chaotic 10-week period that followed months of deadly protests in the country, which has been exhausted by decades of sanctions, war, corruption and economic challenges.